Hey, Batlings! Have you ever noticed that silence feels safer for you, but for other people, they read it as something being wrong with you? People usually assume that silence means you're upset or not interested, distant or shutting down, but it's not always the case. Some people aren't quiet because they're sad all the time. Some of us just are very good listeners and we enjoy listening. For others, it's just where they feel safe. Silence isn't always this big, empty thing for everyone, and I think that gets misunderstood. Sometimes, in this world full of noise and unwanted opinions, silence feels like the only place where nothing is demanded of us. It's like when you're quiet, you don't have to perform, you don't have to explain, and you don't have to prove anything. You simply just exist. It's like there's some kind of relief in not having to choose the right words all the time. I find myself often in what I like to call hermit mode. It's a kind of headspace where I'm not really in the mood to be social or talk to anyone at all, like in family, friends included. Sometimes it lasts days. Sometimes there's weeks where I don't want to do anything besides grind out my dreams and goals. I enjoy the silence in my day, but sometimes I get so used to it that I forget to check in with my friends and family so that they know I'm okay. It's really bad, and I feel like it's gotten a lot worse since COVID, where everyone was kind of really just inside. It definitely got a lot worse around then. Now it lasts weeks or months even. But honestly, I feel like it calms my nervous system down. It allows me to take in everything that's happened in my life over the past few months in a peaceful way. But also, it helps me lock back in when I feel like I'm slacking too much or falling too behind. It feels like nowadays, silence gets misunderstood so much. Quiet, introverted, and socially anxious people get labeled as cold or distant or uninterested, and some are even considered intimidating simply because they aren't as bubbly and outgoing as everyone around them. It's like everyone assumes silence is in relation to negativity all the time, but sometimes we just don't want to speak. And I feel like that should be okay. In these days, we live in a world that's uncomfortable with pauses and silence. Through the use of short form social media and the popularity rising of live streamers and streaming in general, and all of these dating apps where you constantly have to speak to someone new. People are so used to the insane amount of socializing because of our exposure to the internet as this generation that it seems like if you're someone who's the opposite, you're either deemed going through something or insecure and lacking self-confidence, even when it's neither. People have become uncomfortable with the silent pauses within conversations and no longer know how to simply just enjoy each other's presence. Silence makes people project their own fears onto others. It makes them overthink even when nothing's wrong. Eventually, being misunderstood starts to become a pain. You start to wonder if being yourself is the problem and if you should just throw on a fake extroverted personality while smiling at everyone. You start forcing words just to make others feel comfortable, or laughing at jokes that you don't find humor in just so no one asks you why you aren't laughing or what's wrong. You find ways to blend in without giving it too much of a second thought because You're tired of others thinking that you're tired. The biggest frustration for me, like honestly, my biggest pet peeve is when I'm genuinely in a good mood and just enjoying the environment that I'm in, and then someone asks me what's wrong when there really isn't anything wrong about the day itself. And then when I answer nothing, they think I'm lying or they keep pressing on. And it's this pet peeve of mine because sometimes it's enough to get me upset. Other times I try to be understanding that they're just worried for me and that I should be happy that someone is worried for me. There's nothing wrong with being someone who enjoys being silent. Some people just listen deeper than they speak. We even feel more than we tend to show at times. This is something I still struggle with daily, so I just wanted you to know that if silence feels safe to you, there's nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to exist quietly, and you don't owe the world constant explanations. You don't owe them conversations. I like to think that my hermit mode is like my way of recharging my social battery, because my friends are very energetic and I do enjoy matching their moods, but sometimes I have to take steps to the side just for my own well-being. Like, I literally have to prepare myself for the next social interactions that we have, just so that I can keep it up. It feels like having social anxiety is even more of a reason why I'm a homebody. Like, I don't really enjoy going outside. I don't enjoy partying or clubbing. My happiness is just kind of gaming and watching things on YouTube or whatever. Writing down my thoughts like these ones so that I can speak on them for videos to you guys, and reading stories on my Kindle. Everything that I enjoy can be done in the comfort of my home, so it's just how I am. Like, I never really went out partying. I went to my very first party ever when I was like 22, and it was a Halloween party, and honestly, I don't really know if it was considered a party rather than just a big hangout with a group of friends that were already friends before I met them. It was like all we did was play fighting games and watch Castlevania, and it lasted till like 6 a.m. the next morning. Honestly, do I feel like I could have just stayed home and played like Apex or Valorant or League or literally anything and just watched Castlevania on my own time? Yes, but I think it was a pretty decent experience. I was really just the listener in the room, kind of just soaking it in. And honestly, that's the type of person that I really am. Like, I enjoy my friends talking, and I just kind of listen and nod my head and smile, and then sometimes I'll give like my 2 cents on something that they're saying. But really, that's the type of like social interaction I enjoy, because I just really enjoy seeing other people like interact and everything. And I know sometimes, like, I had tried to be friends with this one person once, and it just didn't really work out, because every time I was quiet, they'd be like, "Why aren't you speaking? Why aren't you saying anything? What's going on with you today?" And I'm just like, I just want to enjoy the moment. Like, I don't want to yap. I would like to enjoy the moment. Please just keep talking about your day and how you're feeling. I will respond when I'm ready or when a response is needed. I don't know, we didn't really last long as friends because I just always felt bad whenever I was quiet, and I felt like I just had to really force a personality and like force myself to be very open immediately. And I'm just not someone who's very yappy unless I'm comfortable. So yeah, sorry, I'm like yapping now. um but yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that if you're someone who enjoys being quiet, or you're more of the laid back like friend or family member that just kind of listens rather than they talk, there's nothing wrong with that. And anyways, I'm proud of you, even if you did absolutely nothing today. And when you're ready, I'll see you on the next soft talk.